Y'all, man, we gotta talk some shit in this video. We have to talk some shit in this video. Real shit. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Listen, man. I just watched Joe Budden podcast yesterday, right? And he had the audacity to say he has put in more work than Eminem in the past 10 years. Listen to me, y'all. I'm an Eminem fan, but I'm not a dick rider. It's a big difference. I think a lot of people get that misconstrued. But in this video, I'm going to answer that question, in my opinion. Is what Joe Budden said about Eminem, the past 10 years, is what he said, is it real shit or is it bullshit? You guys, for those of you guys that don't know, when I make my videos, it's like building a house. I builds up. Boom, first floor, second floor, third floor. Alright? So, before I actually answer that question and elaborate on why, let me just tell you guys this. Let me kind of introduce you guys on why I started fucking with both guys. Pause. At first, I was a Joe Budden hater. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like Joe Budden. You know, that pump. I like, yeah, it's probably cool for dancing. It's probably cool for the You Got Served movie. But I'm a guy that I like lyrical delivery. That's why I'm a big fan of battle rap, because you get all that without a beat. That's the only thing you're missing. But we're still on Joe Budden. Joe Budden, man, I was just never a fan of the dude until I was fucking with this cat from New York, doing business. You guys, I used to do a lot of shit in my past. That's another reason I'm not an aspiring rapper today, because I used to be an aspiring rapper, but I was like, that wasn't my only goal in life. And I chose to do other things instead of putting all my energy into my rapping ability. And trust me, you guys, I know bars. If you truly know me, I don't have to prove myself. You know I got bars at the end of the day. So, but at the end of the day, I don't want to, be rambling. But Eminem, not Eminem, Joe Budden, you guys don't, I don't edit shit over here. Joe Budden, on the other hand, I have to give him a listen to, because my boy, he's a hard critic. And he was just kind of on Joe Budden's nuts. Like, this dude is nice. I ain't talking about the pump it up Joe Budden. I'm not talking about the Joe Budden that was in the You Got Served movie, Listen to him now, the dude is nice. He got crazy bars, And me still being a hater. And you guys, I was a lot younger then, so I was one of those guys that was like, Pac was way better than Biggie. I was being biased. Pac was on the West Coast, Biggie was on the East Coast. But I was being biased. I ain't gonna lie. One thing, I'm not a liar. But once I got older and mature, I was like, I feel like Tupac make better songs. But Biggie, lyrical, and Biggie's a better rapper than Tupac, in my opinion. But Pac is a great rapper as well, but he can make better songs. That's why he has more hits than Biggie. And he also he know how to reach people. He know how to touch you with his songs. But this is not about Tupac and Biggie. That was just an analogy. You feel me? So, me and my bias days. The bias, love and hate fighting and drama. Or you call me love when the hate win. The bias, love when the hate win, did not fuck with Joe Budden at all. I mean, and plus, the man took a lot of L's. You guys remember the whole... Then by a big boy, they got on camera like, oh my, major L. This man took major L's. But then as I got older and more wise, I said, you know what? Let me start looking at him as a person, and let me look at him as a rapper. Because as a rapper, Joe Budden is nice, man. Nice. This man has never clearly lost no beef with nobody outside of rap. Because he lost a lot of beefs outside of rap. But inside rap, this man had held his own with the game. A lot of people thought he beat the game. I thought that was like a neck and neck. he rode on 50. Drake, some people want to say Drake won that, but I thought Joe Budden edged that one, in my opinion. In my opinion. You know, but there's a lot of Drake fans out here, and I'm a Drake fan, but I'm not a dick rider. There's a big difference between the two, because I could be a big fan of you and disagree with you wholeheartedly. So I started fucking with Joe Budden. I'm like, man, this dude is nice, man. I can't be that much of a hater that I can't admit when a dude is nice. So I became a big Joe Budden fan. I'm like, man, shit. Can he fuck with Eminem? First of all, we all know nobody can fuck with the white boy lyrically. Okay? Let's just get that shit out the way. But Joe Budden made a lot of points on sometimes it's not how you say it or even what you say. Sometimes it's how you can brainstorm and put it out there. And Eminem is the best with all the hip hop radio. Joe Budden, that is a fact. So I'm kind of getting to the second floor, you guys. Let me stick to the first floor, but you guys gotta understand me. I don't edit shit. I just keep the train rolling. So let me finish the first floor. Let me tell you guys about Eminem. I've been fucking with Eminem forever. I was like, I don't give a fuck, black, white. Eminem is nice. I've been fucking with Eminem since Infinite, LP. If you're a real Eminem fan, you know what the fuck Infinite is. That was one of my classic albums to this day. And Marshall Mathers, I was in love with Marshall Mathers. I could have married Marshall Mathers. Let me tell you that right now. The LP, oh my God. And then Eminem had all those early albums was hard. So Joe Budden, yeah, you probably had to say the last 10 years to make it debatable, because you can't say overall. You can't do that, because Eminem was spazzing in those early days. So basically, you guys got my presentation of what got me fucking with both of these guys. Eminem, and what I liked about Eminem is he could make a song sound like a clown, and then he could make a next song talk about some real shit. And I know Joe Budden has to be inspired by Eminem, but he never denied that. He has to be inspired by Eminem a little bit, because Joe Budden reminds me of Eminem in his early days, you know, spilling his heart out to the streets. Except it's more with media now, and Joe Budden is perfect at that. But now that we got that out the way, you dig? The whole early part about what got me fucking with these guys or whatever. Now let's get into the question. So Joe Budden want to say, in the past 10 years, right, he has put in more work than Eminem. And yesterday when I first listened, I was like, hold the fuck up. He might be right. But is he right? That's the question. Let's talk about it. So I had to do a little research, because I could have sworn Eminem's last fire album, his last fire album to me was Recovery. I haven't heard Kamikaze yet, y'all, alright? I heard some songs on it, but I haven't heard the full thing, so I'm not going to fully judge that one. But his last fire album was Recovery. And that raised my points when it comes down to Eminem, because Joe said the last 10 years. I had to give Eminem some credit. That almost didn't make it. Joe Budden should have said the last 5 years. He would have had it. Facts. But the fact that he said 10 years, I had to say, I don't know, Recovery was nice. And a good thing about Recovery, that showed me Eminem's versatility. Eminem also showed the people, listen, I don't have to be on drugs to make a great album. I don't have to be fucking sniffing coke and popping pills to make a great album. And that whole album was mainly on some positivity shit. You know, I'm not afraid, and I'm talking to myself. And that shit was knocking. That album was fire. Recovery was fire. But we all know Eminem took a break, right? For like a good 3-4 years when he was going through his little drug usage. Then he came back with Relapse. Now, Relapse dropped in 2009, Joe Budden, which means that was still less than 10 years ago. And those album is still holding Eminem to this day. If we're talking about who was the better artist in the past 10 years, okay? Now, I'm not gonna even bring up Eminem hits because he has a lot of hits, but we know Joe Budden can't fuck with Eminem as far as hits. And plus, when you're talking about hits, you're not fully talking about lyrical ability. You could just be talking about a hard beat, have a nice personal chorus. People go buy Eminem shit regardless. So, we're not really talking about that. Because if we're all talking about that, Joe Budden, you know Eminem was right. You haven't had no hit since fucking Pump It Up. You only had one. Alright, you always stack up whatever. But we're talking about lyrically. This is a lyrical discussion. Okay? Now, Relapse was hot. Recovery, hot. I thought Relapse was a little better, but it don't matter because from scales of 1 to 10, I gave Recovery a 9.5. I gave Relapse a 10. Relapse was hard. That's why everybody really wants to relapse too. Then we got, I don't know, Eminem dropped the ball, man. And his next two albums, trash. I mean, Revival, trash. I'm listening to that, I'm like, what the, is Eminem doing this on purpose? Because sometimes people do that. They'll drop some bullshit on purpose, you know, just to kind of have the fans like, oh shit, what's going on? Then he'll drop it with the fire shit to wake your ass up. So it could be that technique if we're talking about thinking outside the box. But that's a whole nother blog. Revival was trash, okay? The Marshall Mathers LP, trash. I'm not gonna lie, man. If we're talking about the past 10 years, you will have to bring up those two albums. So that's why I have to say, I see where Joe Budden was going with this, but lyrical ability, I got Eminem being a better lyrical out of the two. But Joe Budden said in the past 10 years now, that's what's making this stick so hard. Now, when it comes down to beef, I mean, Joe Budden to me has never lost a beef. And if he did, it wasn't clearly, as far as rapping is concerned. So, has Eminem lost a beef? I don't know. But Eminem did lose a couple. He didn't win every battle rap of his career. Alright? There was a couple people that beat Eminem when it comes down to battle rapping. But he was an excellent battle rapper, especially as far as freestyling. That's one thing I don't think Joe can fuck on Eminem too. Freestyling. Eminem, I won't be surprised if he freestyled the whole Revival album. Seriously. That's what make him a great battle rapper. But I'm so sorry, Joe, man. I gotta keep it real, man. That is false. Now, if you say the last 5 years, I will give you that. But the last 10 years, I can't give you that because Joe Budden, man, the Relapse album, man, when he dropped that album, everybody was on Relapse. Everybody. It's 10 a.m. in the morning, and don't give me to sing a song. That whole album was nice. So, in my personal opinion, it's bullshit, Joe. Now, is it controversial? Yes. Is it debatable? Yes. Okay? But is it a fact? Like hands down? No. It's just not. And we're not even talking about the last Kamikaze album, which I'm sure is going to sell. And I'm quite sure Eminem got that bitch packed with lyrics. I ain't gonna lie, Joe Budden. You said some real shit yesterday in your podcast about how Eminem has a lot of fans that's just going to agree with a lot of the things he say because they're dick riders. That's a fact. And at the end of the day, the beat you hear right now, of course we all know it's called Fall. Listen, like I told you guys, nobody can fuck with Eminem's lyrical setup game, the way he rhymes and all that shit. But was the bar about you crazy? No. But if you ask me, I think this song is just an opener. If Joe Budden decided that he wants to diss Eminem, which I think Eminem should just clap back at Joe Budden, because Joe Budden, you dissed Eminem, you responded to Eminem, you just didn't rhyme. And if you really know bars, you know exactly what I meant by that. All right, y'all. I am out.